Hey everybody, I'm Aaron Simmons. This is Philosophy for Where We Find Ourselves, April 30th, 2020. Yesterday we started a new series on the problem of evil. This is the idea, as articulated by philosophers, that there are three claims that are incompatible with each other, and yet, if we are theists, all three seem to be true. Number one, God is omnipotent. Number two, God is omnibenevolent. And number three, evil exists. Today what we're going to do is look at one set of strategies for responding to this problem. This is the strategy that denies one of these claims in some way. First, what if we deny that God is omnipotent? This is the strategy that is often taken by process theism. Process theism is the view that denies what is sometimes called unilateral divine intervention. So God interacts with, but does not ordain. God is constrained by the realities of material existence and the natural laws that govern the universe. This does seem to get God off the hook insofar as God is not allowing evil because God could do something about it. God allows evil because evil is beyond God's ability to control. Number two, we deny the second option. We deny that God is omnibenevolent. This is the view offered by Deism. Deism simply says that God is the creator of the universe, God is the source, the cause of everything that is, but does not remain personally invested. On this view, God gets off the hook because although God could eliminate evil, God is not interested in the world in the way that we might think, and therefore we should understand God more as the prime mover, the starter behind the universe, not as a continued participant in it. Number three, what if we deny the existence of evil? Now, this one seems weird, I admit, but this is actually the strategy articulated most famously by St. Augustine. What Augustine suggests is that everything that is real, everything that exists, only exists insofar as it is participant in the good. For Augustine, evil is a privation, it's a distortion, it's a negation of, a messing up of what is good. So evil doesn't have its own existence. Evil is simply something good that has gone bad. If Augustine is right, God's not on the hook for evil because God didn't create anything evil. Instead, we are on the hook for evil because we have somehow managed to mess things up enough through our fallen will, through sin, through the egoism that often defines human nature. These are the sources of evil, not the divine. All three of these have things going for them, and extremely smart and morally upright people have articulated and defended these in responsible, logically robust ways. Ultimately, however, I think all three end up being inadequate. The most basic reason is because if you deny one of the three horns of this trilemma, you've ended up not so much responding to the problem of evil as just evading it. You've said, it's not really a problem for me because my God is not all powerful, my God is not all good. Or you've in some ways trivialized the realities of human suffering by saying that evil is not actually even an existing thing. I'm unwilling to go in any of those directions very far. Instead, I think we've got to look elsewhere for better responses. Tomorrow we'll look at a different strategy, the greater good theodicy. It's important that we consider all these different options, not because we're going to have a final conclusion to the problem of evil or get it solved and move on without it being a concern, but because we have an obligation to ourselves and each other to think deeply about the problems that face us in human existence. This is a serious issue, and I hope that you've enjoyed thinking with me about it just a little while. I'll see you tomorrow, unless a piano falls on our heads.